Hello everybody and welcome to my maths challenge, which is called the Tower of Hanoi. Ready for you for your maths day today, which I hope you're enjoying. It is fantastic that we have Andrew Jeffrey who's joined us today, who's provided some online videos for you, some great challenges there. So do have a go at that one, and then don't forget to check in at 3 o'clock to watch his solution for you, as well as some maths magic. So on to my problem for you, the Tower of Hanoi. Which was invented in 1883 by a French mathematician called Edouard Lucas. And the idea is that you move these discs from one post to another. Okay, so it sounds quite straightforward, but it is a real challenge because there are some rules. You're not allowed to move more than one disc at a time, so you can only move one disc at a time, and you can't put a bigger disc on top of a smaller disc, only a smaller disc on top of a bigger disc, and you've got to move them onto the rods. You can start with 3 discs, and then if you manage to solve that one, you can make it harder and harder by adding more discs. So I'm going to show you how to have a go. Okay, so I've got 2 versions for you here, 2 online versions, or you can, if you'd rather, cut out some discs out of paper, make sure they're different sizes and they go up in size, and then draw some rods like these to move it by hand. So you can do a paper version. I've seen people do that before, but if you'd rather have a go online, you can click on one of these links. Okay, so there's this first one, or the second one, which has got sound and sound effects and things. I'm going to try the first one just now because it's nice and quiet when I'm talking to you about it. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and it starts with 3 discs. You've got some arrows here so you can increase the number of discs or decrease the number of discs, but do have a go with 3 discs first of all. It tells you at the bottom what the minimum number of moves is to complete the puzzle in. So you're aiming for 7 moves. That's the least number of moves that you can do. And you can move a disc one at a time. Okay, so it's fine to move a disc like this, and I can put a smaller one on top of a big one, but I cannot put a bigger one on top of the smaller one. And if I try, it will just send it straight back. So I can move this one here, okay, but I can't move this one here. And the aim is to get all of these 3 discs in the same stacked order onto one of these other poles. It's up to you which one you go for, okay, but you have to try and do it in the least number of moves possible. So I can do this one here, and this one here, and this one here, and this one here. Ooh, but I'm a bit stuck now, look, because if I go here to here, okay, so you get the idea. So I'm not going to show you how to do it. You might be able to spot it. But you can have a go at that one yourself. And when you've tried to do it with 3, you can have a go with 4. Okay, and when you've tried to do it with 4, you can have a go with 5 and keep on going. So when you've managed to solve it, this one says the minimum number of moves is 31, and it's counting my moves up here. Much harder. The more of these you have, the much harder it gets. Okay, look, so I'm getting a bit of a muddle already here, aren't I? How am I going to do this? I can do that. No, I can't move that one there. So let's maybe put this one back here. This one here. Now this one can go on here. Now this one can go back again. Now this one can go across. Okay, so you get the idea. Not going to do any more. So again, I don't want to solve it for you. If you want to see the solution, you can click solve, but don't do that straight away. You must have a good go. You must be resilient. That's the whole point of the maths challenge. Okay, so have a good go at that one. The other version works in the same way, but it's got some nice graphics and some sound as well. So if you want to have a go at that one, you can. If you then click on to the next slide, you can find out more about the Tower of Hanoi on Wikipedia by clicking on this link, and it tells you about the history of it, some myths surrounding it, and there's also some of the maths behind it as well, which gets really quite complicated and uses lots of algebra as well. But what we're going to use really today is more like trial and improvement, trying something out, seeing if it works, and then having another go if you haven't quite got it right the first time. Okay. You can also see a short video of the solution. I did tell you it was on the activity just here, so you will be able to see it by clicking on solve there. But you can also, I've put a couple of videos of the solution here as well, but don't have a look at those until you've had a really good go go and shown some resilience to keep on going. It's a great activity. I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope you're enjoying your maths day too. Okay, bye now.